fight hard in the game against the Dallas Wings, but some little things that they could have done better in this game could have made this game a win. Me and Steve are going to talk about what went into this game, how the Chicago Sky can learn from this before the next game on Saturday. All that and more right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. Stevo, I'm Haize. We in the building today to break down this loss by the Chicago Sky, 87-79. Stevo, this is a game that was extremely frustrating from a couple of execution points. Now, while the Sky were in this was a close game down to about the last 2 minutes of the game. It was an extremely close game, only a couple of possessions. Most of the game, it was a one possession difference between the two teams. But there are a couple things that the Sky did in this game that really caused them some issues. First, turnovers. 12 turnovers in this game. Now, the Dallas Wings also had 15 turnovers, but still, the timely turnovers by the Chicago Sky definitely impacted it. And then also the free throw shooting. Only 59% from the free throw line today, 16-27. It was a huge discrepancy there. And then the size aspect, the Sky did is about as good as you can. Much better in the second half, handling the size of the Dallas Wings. They really got cooked by that size in the first half of this game. But when you look at the positives, all five starters in double figures today. Marina Mabrey, 6-16 from the field, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, only 2 turnovers from her. Angel Reese comes alive in the second half of this game, 5 of 13 with 7 rebounds, 12 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 turnovers from her. Elizabeth Williams with 12 and 8. You got Diamond DeShields with only 18 minutes played, but 14 points scored, 3 steals, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. And then Dana Evans with 10 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds in this game. How you feeling about this game, Steve-O?
I'm not as down as I think a lot of people are. I just seen a lot of things we could build from with this team. Of course, we seen a lot of things that we need to work on. Like I said, that entry pass down low, they were just letting them run right through the middle all game, and they just for some reason couldn't find a way to stop it. But they're young. They everybody's new to each other for the most part, so they got to get used to playing with each other as well. There was communication issues on both sides of offense and defense on time in the game, and on the offensive side, I think we could have moved the ball a little bit more. I think there was a lot of things. Sometimes, especially in the first half, we kind of lean on trying to make more shots than we needed to when we could really just get to the hole at will. And then once we figured that out in the second half, we attacked it and we was good on it. And I think a lot of things we could have worked on, especially on the defensive side of the ball, especially against this team, is, dude, you got to box out. There was so many times where those girls was getting second chance points and there was not a body on there. You have to get a body on a team where they completely outmatch you. Like we said, we saw they have 3 over 6'6" players over there. So you don't have the size to match up with them. So you play with effort, you play and you play hard, but at the end of the day, it was just a small details that you kind of let the refs frustrate y'all and knock y'all out the game a little bit. But too many turnovers. You got to make your free throws. You left almost 20 points on the free throw line, so you got to make those. And I'm not as bad. I'm not feeling as bad, but I do have questions on the Diamond DeShields situation because I do feel like if she was able to play regular minutes, we would have had a way better chance of winning this game, and we wouldn't be as stagnant on offense in certain situations in this game.
For sure. It is the 18 minutes by Diamond is mad questionable, especially with how good she was playing in this game for the Sky. When you look at her like having a negative plus minus is -8, but that was because of the run that they went on towards the end of that first half. But I think I gotta just assume that Diamond DeShields has to be on a minutes restriction. Like I just don't I can't think of any other logical reason why she would only play 18 minutes in this type of game that was this close. And you just saw the way that Diamond, again, being aggressive, moving without the ball, caused some helped her get those 14 points. She was her second leading scorer on tonight. So yeah, that's what it comes down to. How'd you feel about Marina Mabrey's game tonight?
I think she showed flashes of me. Like I said, this is the year where I feel like she got the ultimate green light. She's getting the hands of the vehicle, which is this organization. She's getting the key of it, and this is her team. And she played like it tonight. She was our go-to person when we needed a bucket in times, and she made timely buckets. But not only that, she stepped up to the plate defensively. This is probably the most defense we've seen her play her whole career. So I'm liking everything about it I've seen about her. I feel like as she gets better and she improves as the year goes on, she would get more fouls called. She would get the respect of the rest because I think that's one thing about her. She doesn't get the respect of the rest because a lot of people don't know her. I don't think she has the respect of the league yet. But this is the year where she gains that respect, and I'm liking what I'm seeing for her because she can control the pace of a game in both sides of the ball for sure.
That's 100% fact. I mean, uh she just has such an understanding of the game. Didn't she got frustrated by some size out there at times, and that comes with the territory, of course. But I just love the way that she just goes about her business, man. Like she's just somebody who does not back down. She's patient at times when you need it. She pushes the pace when you need it. She's tough, right? On top of that, she's just a really good overall player. And I think when you look at it, like she's definitely probably going to be our firepower offensively. Her and Diamond DeShields. Diamond just got to stay healthy, and I think Diamond's going to be right up there as well. I know everybody's going to ask. We got to get to it. Angel Reese in this game, first half. I told you it was probably about the beginning, into the first, beginning of the second. I'm like, is Angel Reese, does she seem a little gassed out there? And maybe she was going up against 6'7" players every minute that she played today. But then that second win started, and then the confidence started, and then you started to see her kind of start picking out her mismatches when she had a smaller player on her. How'd you feel about the game by Angel Reese today?
I was extremely impressed, especially because, like I said, coming in this game, it's a definite test. At this position that she's playing, she's going to go up against a difficult opponent each and every night. It's just with this one, she had a fucking three hellhound dog. Like it just for her to bang down low with 6'6", 6'7", and 6'6" again is crazy. And it also shows that the people also respect her offensive game, which a lot of people don't talk about. They're sending when she's in the and she's they're sending traps, they're sending doubles. So they know the potential she has on the board and getting her a rebound and going back up with it. It's just the things she needs to work on is evident. Everybody knows what it is, but the things I liked about it is she just gains a little bit more patience. She get a little bit more stronger, and we already know probably the main thing I walked away from is she can still cause and get fouls, and she can get to the free throw line. Now, if she can make more, it would have been way better. So you need to work on your free throws and just get well acquainted with the team and get well acquainted with the league because you can tell like getting beat up and running and we was running the floor a lot. So she probably was gassed a lot of those times. So but she came through defensively, she came through a rebound. So I liked everything I see for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, Angel Reese, I think displayed a lot of what you want to see from her, especially as a rookie. It's the game's going to slow down to her. She's going to understand how to pick her spots a little bit better. But I think even if you look at this game as kind of a microcosm of that, she was a very different player in the second half of this game than the first half of this game, and I think that was her kind of understanding where to get her spots and stuff like that. So that's something that's going to really help her. And Angel Reese is a student of the game. She's going to grow and develop over time, and that's kind of the important part of that. Overall, Steve, what was the biggest positive takeaway from the Sky overall in this game for you?
Defense.
Mm.
Their defense is real. They are right now easily a top 10 defense in this league off rip. And not only that, they're active. Like I said, they cause turnovers. And with this team, especially with the question marks we have on the scoring side, that's got to be our identity, and that's what has been our identity. And they pretty much perfected it for the most part. It's just some key things they need to clean up on the half court game, like their rotations. They left that hole naked. They need to communicate better because, like I said, they was allowing on the rolls, on the pick and rolls. Every time a man would roll towards the basket, it was wide open and it was by themselves and nobody was there. And clearly there was no talking because somebody should be screaming, "I got your help," and nobody was there. So if they clean up on their rotations in the half court game and stay more disciplined, there was some times where there was some unnecessary fouls, but besides that, especially us being very undersized compared to this team we went up today. Hey, I couldn't ask for nothing better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't, right? Like the fact that this is a brand new team. It was Coach Spoon's first time coaching the game, especially against a game that was legitimate contender last year in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did a lot of good things, and I love the effort. The fact that they didn't get down themselves. It could have easily, with the way that they could not combat the size. This game could have went completely left early in the second half, and the Sky actually held on to the lead for the most part of the second half of this game. So that's something I really, the way that they executed all that, I love it. They just got to tighten up some execution things, turnovers, get that down better. The way that they kind of in the half court kind of, I don't know if panic is the right word, but they kind of pressed the issue some, and it seemed like they were playing to what the Dallas Wings wanted them to do rather than actually
Mm-hmm.
run their offense. But I expect that to come over time too, for sure as well. So
Yeah, it was a bit of panic, but yeah, like with everything going on with this game, they did what they had to do. They stepped up to the plate, and like I said, we're gonna see them again Saturday. So I'm really expected to see what our coach T Spoon was gonna get. But like I said, I don't know if you mentioned that, but not only that, they're using every bit of coaching they got out there.
yeah,
Teaspoon was letting the assistant coach come in and write down the offensive play, and she was right out there next to a Barker to Dana and and everybody else on the bench. So I'm more excited more than anything. I like you said, this game could have got real nasty real quick, and it didn't. That's what happens when you build a new team. You got to learn how to win. And we went up against a team that knows how to win. And what happened was we fought to the very end. In the last 2 minutes, they took the game. That's usually what happens against better teams you go up against. But as we learn, as we get more healthy, ain't too many teams going to be able to take games away from us like that.
yeah, that's a fact, and you got to just learn as you go. And the Dallas Wings are a damn good team, man. I seen the way that they do the entry passes, the way that everything they do is intentional. You got to give them credit for it. Like I said, I don't want to talk about it as if like the Chicago Sky, like they only lost this game because of their own feelings. No, the Wings played this game excellently. They played to their mismatches for the most part. When things change, that's when you saw Enrique take over the game. Like she's a monster, bro. Like
She
her
a
killer
dog.
instinct is crazy, man.
And it switch on at the right time and every time, and she don't miss when it's switched on. So she knows one thing I know about her: when she smell bloods in the water, she know how to close out a game, and that's what she did. We got to learn how to do the same things.
Yeah, for sure. Alex Stewart, this is how I know you didn't actually watch the game. See, this is why you don't just look at stats. You actually have to watch the game. This game was extremely close. It's not about winning the quarters. Don't look at the stat sheet, watch basketball. That's not what we do here. We actually watch the game. We're actually live on it. No, the Sky were in this game throughout all. They played 3 damn good quarters in this game. It's not about just who scored the most points in the quarter, meaning if you played a good quarter or not. Learn to watch actual basketball. This is not the place where you can come with dumbass comments. Just letting you know that, bro, because we're gonna call you out on it. So
Your ass
be better
clearly
about
just
it.
watch. You either just watch the box score or you watch the ending of the game, because
Yeah,
or you don't know how to analytically look at games, which most people don't. So
yeah,
stupid shit. I don't
absolutely,
even know why you
absolutely.
posted that shit.
Yeah, that's just stupid. Like it's just everybody just wants to be a part of the
It was
party. Actually,
it was
watch the game.
literally a tennis match. Like it was
Exactly.
literally a tennis match the whole game. Like
So
their highest. That's how I know you wasn't fucking watching, because their highest lead up until the final 2 minutes of the game was 3. Fuck is
yeah,
we talking about?
it's just silly, bro. Just silly. Yeah. So going into the game on Saturday, what do you want to see them do different, brother?
Main thing is y'all cannot keep letting motherfuckers just walk into the paint. Y'all that it was every single time they rolled to the paint, it was wide open and they didn't cover it. That cannot happen, especially when they're their bigs is everything for that team. So you almost like gave them a layup. You cannot allow that to happen. And just communication on both sides. I feel there was it was too many weird communications on both sides. Like you said, in that second quarter, when we kind of slowed down on the offensive side of the ball, we threw the ball outside because I think Marina was trying to cut to the left and she was expecting her to go baseline to the left. But you just got to clean up on some things. Of course, also, it's Teaspoon first game. And for the rotations and what she didn't like and the timeouts, I thought she did a hell of a job. So my main thing is figuring out what the hell going on with Diamond and Shields and get as healthy as possible and clean up on rebounding, box the hell out, clean up on turnovers and communications, and I think we could beat them next on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, the fact that we only end up getting out rebounded in this game by 5 is bananas. When you think about how many momentum changing rebounds they had, it's crazy. So they got to be better than that in rebounding the ball. Just like you said, boxing out. I think also the thing that I want to see because of this team and the way that the Dallas Wings have so much more size than the Chicago Sky, we have to take more efficient shots. And somebody, I tried to pin the comment. Let's see if I actually got it pinned. Kendall here ask a great question. Do you think Angel should be shoot more mid range? I'm gonna let you take this one away, Stevo, first, because you know what? No, I'm gonna go ahead and answer because my opinion of it is that Angel should take the shots that naturally come to her. This game was not the game to me to take mid-range shots. And overall in her career in this season, do I want her to take more mid-range shots? Yes. But I think this was a game where you needed Angel to attack because that was going to help put her on the free throw line. And typically Angel's going to shoot free throws. She was too frayed today. Angel's not going to go too frayed every single night. So I like the way that she attacked. I think in this type of game, it would have been her settling for the mid-range shot. And we kind of, the way that we shot the ball overall, I wanted her closer to the basket. How do you feel, Steve-O?
As of now, I only think that she should only take it if she's wide open. If she's not wide open, she shouldn't be taking it right now. She just, she hasn't really had a consistent mid range since high school, and it's mainly because in college they didn't ask her to do that. And for the most part, that's why we didn't really draft her to be that dynamic 4 or 5 right now. So I think as of now, as currently as the team constructed, we don't necessarily need her to take a ton of mid-range shots. So as of now, I would say I would like her to get to at least 1 to 2 jump shots a game. That's about it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. We got another one here from Tiffany. Is it Tiffy? Sorry, I added a whole extra letter to your name.
A-N-Y to that motherfucker.
Yeah, my bad, Tiffy. Says nobody but Angel and Carter were the only ones trying to rebound. Carter is about 5'7". I want to see this guy rebound more on Saturday. Oh, don't forget Elizabeth Williams, who also had 8 rebounds tonight. And Marina Mabrey, who had 9 rebounds as well. Marina Mabrey had 9 rebounds as well in this game.
I think we was getting rebounds. I think the problem, Tiff, was we wasn't boxing out. If we was boxing out, we would have got way more rebounds. But I do agree. Michaela should have got way more rebounds. Brianna Turner should have got more rebounds as well. So we just gotta preach boxing out, and we'll be good.
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna be okay next game. I'm not saying they're necessarily going to come in and just blow them out the water or necessarily win, but I do think that Coach Spoon is going to learn from this. Coach Spoon's going to have them ready, and I think they're going to have a better game plan on how to combat the size. It's difficult. I know it's easy, like especially with us watching the game, to think, oh, well, just do this with size. It's really difficult to game plan in the WNBA for 3 players that are 6'6" and above. That's difficult. It just is
that
what
shit
it is.
Don't happen. That's really a rarity. So they're easily the biggest team in the league. So
yeah. So
they trying to win that shit.
Yeah, for sure. Any last thoughts, Steve-O, before we get up out of here, brother?
I just gotta be petty. We beating their ass in the interviews when it comes to the Chicago Sky count. I just had to say that. We appreciate y'all rocking with us the way y'all do. We don't take it for granted. I promise you, we don't.
Yeah, we don't, man. The growth of this channel and just the support that we've been getting here, we don't take it for granted. We appreciate you guys for showing up to stick with us. We had over 400 of you guys watching a 2-hour live stream during the game, so we appreciate that. C-Dub will be here for those that enjoyed that live call. C-Dub's going to be here when he can. I won't say they don't necessarily make every game because, sometimes WNBA games get scheduled a little weirdly, but he will be here, and we'll be here at least every day after the game, and then of course a couple of times during the week as well, give you guys episodes. Next time you guys will see us live, at least, will be Saturday before the game. So we go live an hour before the game, so it'll be 7 p.m. Saturday, and then we'll be at the post game show after that. But thank you guys for being the supporters you are, man. And subscribe on Apple Podcast, Spotify as well. If you're listening to the podcast side after the fact, go and subscribe to the YouTube. And when we say that we want to be the number one spot for everything Sky related, that's truly what we want to be. And hopefully you guys can come in and feel your voices heard, and hopefully we give you content you keep enjoying, man. But make sure you're following us on social media at Chicago Sky Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoSkyCentral@gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. We out this mug. Peace, y'all.
Camilla.